There aren't many more picturesque settings than Huatulco in Mexico, but a large field of 64 men weren't here to admire the scenery. This the second World Cup of the season, and the favourites included Canada's Tyler Mislorchuk, twice a winner here, and David Castro of Spain, the newly crowned European champion. Stifling temperatures, more than 30 degrees in the water, and just a little more than that in the air. This is a sprint event, so 750 metres the swim. Just the one lap. Brock Hull, the Canadian, showed up well early on, along with Chase McQueen, the American. So consistent. But big names, Moya, Castro and Mislorchuk were all prominent as they came out of the Pacific inside 9 minutes. Quite a long run up the beach until they can get to their bikes. And the perfect transition from Mislorchuk, absolutely textbook from the Canadian, who obviously looking forward to his home World Championship Series event in Montreal next weekend. But this was the business at hand, and he was exactly where he wanted to be. But so were the likes of Rensato, Castro, Moya. There were 13 initially that got away on the bike. The chase group at this point were around about 20 seconds back, but some of them then caught on, and that basically gave us 30 men at the front. Jake Birtwistle of Australia, one who's desperately searching for some form. He was one of those who did manage to at least get onto the back of that lead group. So the Australians' chances still look decent at this stage. And after that, they never really looked like being a serious breakaway. It's almost like the 30 of them at the front accepted it was all going to come down to a 5,000 metre shootout, with the light just starting to fade a little bit. It was now not far shy of 7 o'clock local time. So they came off the bike with a 5k run ahead of them. Mislorchuk had been excellent in T1, and frankly he was just as good in T2 as well. Away quickly and to the front pretty much straight away, along with Castro of Spain and Guinness Grau, the defending champion. And a little look behind him there, the Spaniard. He would have seen Mislorchuk breathing down his neck. And the other man going really well was Aaron Penaflor, the Mexican. And it was these three who found a way to get away from the rest, including Grau, who knew at this point he wasn't going to be able to repeat his wonderful win in 2022. Delight to watch these three. It literally was stride for stride as they went up the hill, cat and mouse, each kind of looking at each other. Who was going to make the break? It was Castro. The first time he put the hammer down, got rid of Penaflor, but not Mislorchuk, and it took a second burst of acceleration from the Spaniard to finally end the chances of the plucky Canadian. Was really all out though, David Castro, with that unorthodox upright running style, but hugely effective, and he came onto the blue carpet to cross the line in just over 54 minutes. 2 major titles in as many weeks for the hugely popular Spaniard. Mislorchuk will be pretty satisfied, you reckon, with the silver, and a first ever bronze in any World Cup event for Penaflor of Mexico. The next World Cup's in Tishuivaros in July.